April 18th, Nine Tails Valley. Yokai Lane. Yeah, we didn't have the option to, we didn't have the option to get back here. My grudge has been festered over time. At least vengeance. Let me read that again. Cursed Nine-Tails Fox, the time for settling the score is nigh. My grudge has been festered over time. At last, vengeance will be mine. Vengeance will be mine. Oh, she must be past. Possessed. Well, I did read that as past. Possessed or sleepwalking again. No charms as well. Maybe if I speak softly, I won't startle her and get the charm plastered on my forehead. Psst! Jinxie! Huh? Uh-oh. Oh, hello, Mr. Demon Lawyer. Ah, my charm must have fallen off again. Oh. With the double charms, huh? Phew! Guess I can avoid a charm slap by toning down my cords of steel. What is this cords of steel that they've been trying to do with this character? It never worked in Apollo, and it's not gonna work here. Are they done questioning you, Jinxie? Uh-huh. And on the way back, I stopped here to buy a new charm that was just released. What? Demon Charm 5000? Is that the new, is that a new model? Yeah, which one? Oh, the one with the nine-tailed fox and the Tenmataru. It shows them dancing together. Okay. Really? Two bitter rivals dancing together? Uh-huh. It's a charm for rebuilding burnt bridges. Alright. For the municipal merger issue. No, it's for the demon lawyer and the insomniac prosecutor. Insomniac? Well, I guess he sorta had, you know, bags under her eyes. You too, Jinxie! It'll stop you two from fighting like you did in court this morning. I don't think that's gonna work. Uh-oh, so you're gonna get blasted? Damn, you're too slow, Apollo. We weren't fighting, it was just a spirited debate. It's what we lawyers like. Smack. No fighting! No super you! Ah. Charm slapped again. No fighting! Polo, if you're done playing around, let's find out what she was lying about. Are we gonna be able to do that? I wonder. Might as well show some of the stuff here, right? I don't think we had the opportunity to show her the hand cream. Tsukukomagi or whatever she calls it. She's definitely gonna recognize this, right? No? Alright. I guess she's not gonna recognize that. I think that's that for the items. I think we've shown her everything that we have, right? What you remember? Jinxie, it seems like you're starting to remember things. You already said the feathers and tracks weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that seems important? Why is she scared? Eek! Like what? Eek! Tell us what you saw that day. Maybe you'll remember something else this time. Eek! I called it, I guess. Oh shit, she's armed. She got guns. When I opened the door, Papa and Alderman Cubi were collapsed in the Fox chamber. That's when Papa told me to call an ambulance and the police. Wait. Damien was awake? He was collapsed, but awake? Okay, that's all he said before he passed out in the chair. But she is lying. Is she gonna hide her kink under the charm? I knew it. She's holding something back. Now it is our time to use the bracelet. Damn the red eye. On the tits? Please don't. I think it was her finger. I think her finger was twitching. Listen again. Yep. Perceive! That was easy. Confirm. Kang! You were very nervous when you said that's all he said, weren't you? So she didn't lie about the fact that he was awake, that he actually said something, but he said something else, huh? I know because I saw your fingers move as if you were going to slap someone with a charm. Huh? Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Tenma say anything else to you? It was nothing. It was just talking in his sleep. In his sleep? Talking in his sleep? So you admit that he did say something else? Eek! Damn. It definitely looks to me that the plate that she's holding or she's carrying is made of metal. Definitely not something that's, definitely does not make from ceramic that can crack. Eek! How could you tell? Only a demon could have such powers. Well, the braces definitely had some demonic powers, I guess. Hey! Now we're gonna get new information. What do you remember? Like I said, he was just talking in his sleep. I mean, why else would Papa say something like that? Say what? Could you be a little more specific? And he was bloodied as well? Before he fainted, he said, "Son of a bitch!" Is that true? I mean, he didn't kill him. We know that for sure, but is that what he really did say? Is he trying to protect? Is he trying to protect Liberal somehow? Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed Alderman Cubi. He said, "What? The mayor actually confessed to the crime?" But he didn't mean it. He couldn't possibly have known what he was saying. He was probably possessed, or maybe he was in the middle of a nightmare. A nightmare? No, this is a nightmare. This is one statement I wish I'd never heard. What in the world are we going to do now? Return to the basics of CQC. That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. I mean, I do believe that he didn't do it, but he's gonna keep saying that he actually did it. But then again, maybe that wasn't him. Maybe that wasn't him. Maybe she thought it was him. Maybe. That's a lawyer greatest and most trusted weapon. Not this plate? Or the bracelet that I have? The demonic bracelet that I have? Right. Just believe in my client. Even if all I can see ahead is darkness and despair. Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackwell know about your father's confession? I didn't mention it when he was questioning me. I mean, there's no way Papa's the killer. Why would the mayor confess like that? Could he really have been dreaming? Or simply delirious? Who knows? But I sure feel like I'm in a living nightmare right now. I gotta be honest with you, viewers. I think she didn't talk to him. I think that wasn't him. It was probably. I mean, I don't know. It was. I'm gonna say it. Like it was probably wasn't him. It wasn't him. Probably. I think it was. I think it was LaBelle. But, and, you know, you're gonna say, are you trying to say that, haven't I say that he was dressing like Damien? And the answer is no, he wasn't dressing like Damien. What I'm going to guess and predict that Jinxie is not gonna mention that that her father was actually wearing her father was actually wearing the Tenmataro disguise, and for some reason Jinxie thought that it was him, that he was possessed or something. So LaBelle was dressed as stupid ass Tenmataro, and he probably had Damien's body, or you know, Damien's unconscious body behind the door before before all of that. One thing that I actually want to make sure of. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know if you guys noticed there was something that happening in my capture card that I fixed. It definitely started to be more common. I don't know if it's gonna. It's probably gonna be like a driver issue, so I'm gonna have to do some few reinstalling some of these drivers to hopefully fix the issue. Anywho, what I wanted to check is that the fact that this one here, a token of goodwill made in secret, Jinxie is now the only one who knows what the original looked like. This might be actually our trump card, because everything it's actually revolves around this being bloodied, and with nobody knowing what it actually looked. So this one is definitely gonna be the thing that we are going to use. That's definitely gonna. It's probably the thing that's gonna expose LaBelle for sure. Okay, I'm trying to think of scenarios that things might actually get complicated, but I don't think the game is gonna complicate stuff, especially since this one is technically the first case after the you know, tutorial one. But we'll see, we'll see. We'll see how things go from here. Apollo, what are we going to do now? What are we going to do about tomorrow's trial? The crime scene was locked tight until Jinxie arrived, and our clients even confessed. Not only that, Jinxie has been accused of planting the yokai evidence. Both the mayor and Jinxie are going to prison if we don't do something. I don't think you can send minors to prison for doing something like that. I know. Well, let's see here. Our lack of a third party in the locked room is a major problem. Which, you know, I just explained that LaBelle is definitely gonna expose himself. And the thing is gonna be, you know, the thing that's gonna help us is definitely the statue. I'm gonna bet on it as well. Jinxie had testified that when she first opened the door, Alderman Cuba and Mayor Tenma were the only people she saw in the Fox chamber. But the real killer must have been hiding in there as well. Yes, I think he was hiding inside one of the, what do you call them? One of the Tanuki, ceramic figures. That he definitely can open it and hide inside them. Even though I gotta be honest, he's definitely huge. LaBelle is definitely huge. I don't know if he can fit in there. Concerning the room was locked tight, that's the only logical explanation. Our mystery person must have then fled the Fox chamber when it was opened. And that's when Jinxie saw what she thought was Tenmataru. But then again, it definitely shows that since he was carrying the staff, it definitely shows that he was inside the Forbidden Chamber. Because this is where he grabbed the staff. And we don't know if that staff was in there. We are gonna try and prove that the staff was inside. This is definitely gonna be problematic. But we know that it was inside. It'll be easy to say that, how can you prove that the staff was inside? Nobody knows what's inside that room, because that room was locked tight. But Papa and the Alderman were the only people there. I didn't see anyone else. Just because he didn't see anyone doesn't mean that there was someone, that there wasn't a third party in there. You're dumb. What's going on here? LaBelle's extremely pale, but he's far from transparent. Okay. Interesting statement here. Apollo, you're racist? Just because he's white? So just how did he hide himself at the scene of the crime? Yeah, I'm definitely... He might have been hiding behind the screen as well, so... She definitely didn't try and search for anyone else. He could have just hid behind the screen, and that's definitely... That definitely makes sense as well. Whatever it takes in court tomorrow, Apollo. We have to take down that dirty, rotten Tenmataru, Florent LaBelle. Right. We'll get him with a legal exorcism. Justice style. Sure. To be continued! April 19th, 9:30 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Finally, viewers. The big day. Oh, we're gonna immediately go into court. We're not gonna wait in the waiting room. All rise. Court is back in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. Athena Cykes, assistant defender, is ready too, Your Honor. Je suis prêt. Oh, what the hell does that mean? As chipper as ever, I see, and in French, no less. And the prosecution in French. Well, I guess the judge definitely sounds like he's Canadian, and well, maybe he is French Canadian. But from what I know or heard, that French Canadian is a little bit different from regular French. Like there's a few confusions. Like if someone's grew up in French French Canadian territories, I don't think he's gonna have a grasp understanding of the French language. Like it's their own, but I don't know. This is what I heard. I know that French, I know that not a lot of people like French Canadians. Shoutouts to XQC. Nobody likes that guy. As chipper as ever, I see, and in French, no less. And the prosecution? Oh, he's still tied with these. Is it actually something new? Is it actually something much stronger? But he didn't say anything? Very well then. By the way, I asked Detective Fulbright to provide sturdier shackles today. There will be no more of your funny business this time, Prosecutor Blackwell. Huh. Now, your opening statement, if you would. I believe it's standard procedure for the prosecution to handle it. Oh damn, he's standing his how do you say it in English? It's not on, he's on his feet. He's like he's not budging. Looks like the judge is really bringing it today. He probably realized how Blackwell played him. It was one mean game of Simon Says. Yeah, his honor has to fight to defend his honor today. Your baldness? It's plain to see that you've always dreamed of delivering an epic opening statement. Is that how it goes? I have. I don't know if I'd say that. Why, of course you have. I saw it in your eyes the last time you gave the opening statement. Why is he forcing that on the judge, though? That was the look of one who yearns deeply for the thrill of an epic opening statement. For decades now, you have been watching opening statements from your bench. They were the crown jewels of the court. The one thing you could not possess. Crown jewels of the court? Now, at long last, they are within your grasp. How could you possibly refuse? Oh, so you don't mind if I do it then? I'll make a special exception, just this once. I guess this is gonna be a thing. Yeah, the judge is gonna do the opening statement for every case in this game, huh? Well, assuming that Simon is gonna be the prosecutor for all of them. Here we go again. Ah, shit. Yep, more of Blackwell's mind games. Well, in that case, I think I might go ahead and make the opening statement myself. In yesterday's session, we learned the shocking truth that... Woo! The victim, Alderman Rex Cubi, was the amazing Ninetales. We also learned that The Amazing Ninetales was a key figure in the yokai craze and the anti-merger protest. It was further revealed that upon learning Rex Cubai's secret identity, Mayor Damien Tenma murdered him. Screen is red. The fact that the crime took place in a tightly locked room was also brought to light. And the only people in that tightly locked room were the defendant and victim. The defense proposed the existence of a hypothetical third party. But further investigation revealed no proof of a third party who had escaped the room. Ergo, we must conclude that the evidence against the defendant is, well, conclusive. Uh-oh. Did I say something wrong? He's waiting for the gable to hit its mark. That was quite astonishing. You've truly outdone yourself this time. Oh, one more thing to boast about to my grandchild. Grandchild? I thought you had grandchildren. Well, this wasn't an unexpected turn of events. Now then, it seems the prosecution has called a new witness to testify. The inexplicable yokai evidence left at the scene of the crime. Well, does that not demand some sort of explanation? We're gonna bring Jinxie first. The feathers and tracks? Weren't those left by the mayor while he was possessed? We're still gonna play the him being possessed card? That doesn't make sense, especially for for a courtroom that's definitely against that. That's not logical at all. That was but an act to protect his daughter. Oh, yes, of course. I expected as much. I don't think that's true. Wait, did he actually believe the mayor's award-winning performance? His daughter was the one who planted the yokai evidence. Ergo, the true identity of the yokai and the manor was the manor's maid, Jinxie Tenma. I don't think that's true. The prosecution is engaging in mere conjecture. Huh. Would you care for some witness testimony then? Forgot about that. For I am ready to prove that the Lul's camp is the one behind the Tenmataro farce. Whoa, calling her a scamp again. Witness testimony. I'll bet he means Felch and that creep LaBelle. I think he's gonna bring Jinxie herself. Very well then. Bailiff, would you bring the first witness? Oh. I guess we're gonna bring Felch this time, huh? Mr. Felch, you made quite a hasty exit yesterday. And you guys didn't stop him? Okay, I guess. Damn, this game is full of incompetent people. That's for sure. See that it doesn't happen again today. Been known for my hasty retreat since I was a kid. A bit of a trademark of mine. I think the trademark is you stealing shit from people. Indeed, you managed to give a total of 5 bailiffs the slip. Bailiffs? 5 bailiffs? I think they're cops. Bailiffs are still considered cops. Well, here, where I live, it is. Like, bailiffs are cops. Like, they're officers of the law, but why is he saying that the other guys are bailiffs? Because they're not gonna stand in the court whole time. They're probably officers. They're probably cops. Fucking popos. Like those amateurs could ever nab me. Yipes! Perhaps we should shackle you by the neck. That would keep you in place. Good suggestion, actually. I agree with Simon. Yipes! No, please. I'm liable to rip my own head off if I start running. You're probably gonna break your neck if you do that. Not rip your head off, but well, I guess so. Not unless you're super fast. Gotta go fast. Your statement now. Yes, sir, Mr. Blackhead, sir. Blackhead? At least he didn't call him Blackface. He may be at a nasty retreat, but there is no escaping Prosecutor Blackwell. I mean, a quill, like, you know, a quill is a quill. Blackwell shouldn't, I'm trying to see if there's, like, some sort of a pun here, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it here, but, whatever. Yeah, good game writing. Well, I guess I can understand why people didn't think highly of this game as much as the others, because not even this, even Apollo Justice was fine from what I remembered at the very least. But yeah, the writing quality is they're trying too hard. It's not bad. They're just trying too hard. Trust me, viewers, I've played a lot of games that have bad writing. I mean, video games in general have shitty writing, and to be honest, so this is probably even above. This kind of writing is even above the average, to be honest. So below the average, though, in terms of the other Ace Attorney games, especially the first three. We're still too early in this playthrough, viewers. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Yeah, Blackwell doesn't strike me as the give up easy type. Now then, Mr. Felch, your statement, please. Specifically, the true nature of the yokai you saw in the matter shortly after the crime. We already proved that he does not believe of these superstitions, so now he doesn't have any, any excuse. The yokai is Jinxie. What the? Tenma is really that little maid gal. Ain't no doubt about it. I mean, the Tenma I saw was just a little thing about her size. Uh-oh. The little runt had a big old staff. I seen it when she came into the foyer. Bitch, she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. I mean, this guy is exposing himself. Nobody knows that Nobody knows that the stuff was in there at all. She was gonna use it to wallop me on account of my fierce reputation. I just know it. No, I don't think that's a thing. So, Tenma was short in stature. Objection? Actually, do we have evidence that contradicts that? Probably the picture, assuming that's her. If we're trying to link her to that, if we're trying to link that Tenma, the Tenma that we've seen in pictures, and the one that we saw at the very beginning in the game, to Jinxie, then yeah, it's gonna be easy to contradict that. And that's because it was Miss Jinxie Tenma all along? You betcha. Besides, all the rest in the manor were way taller than her. Even you? Feigning height is but an easy thing. But a big ox like the defendant could never pass for short. Interesting. What if the Tenmatara impersonator was walking on their knees? Shut up, Apollo. We're no knee walking. I seen it myself. Is that for real? That was a real question? That was a real question? I would have set my own bird on goddamn Apollo. At least flipped him a bird. Then perhaps that yokai really was Miss Tenma after all. All monsters are not but tricks. Either for the mind or the cheap parlor variety. You mean like Trucy? Like Trucy's tricks? So you're saying she created an illusion like one of those magical eye things? Magical eye things? Precisely. Human senses are easily deceived. Take the fellow in the cell next to me. Uh-oh. Each night, he cries and screams about some ghost he thinks he sees. And in the end, it's gonna be your bird? But in truth, it was simply the janitor. Oh, okay. Ho, ho, ho. Prosecutor Blackware just gave up the ghost, literally. What? What? Is that... Yeah, you can see that the game is trying so hard here. with these jokes. The janitor's deathly complexion and all white attire are no doubts partially to blame. Yeah, he's white. He's what? He's Irish. That and the fact that he constantly mutters about taking vengeance for this or that. Well, I guess that's you know, would definitely sound like, yeah. Definitely sound like a real ghost. That would definitely be... I would be worried about that individual. That actually sounds like a real ghost to me. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Alright. The yokai is Jinxie. Tenmataro is really that little maid gal. Ain't no doubt about it. I gotta be honest with you, I really didn't see something that we have the contradiction to. Tenmataro I saw was just a little thing about her size. Probably... We don't have a picture for the Tenmataro that we've seen. We only have the picture of Tenmataro in this one. Which still doesn't make sense, but you know... Probably gonna get more information from pressing these statements. Laurent had a big gold staff. I've seen it when she came into the foyer. How did he know that it came from the Forbidden Chamber? How did he know? How did he know? Do we have any info on that? The key that the mayor took from the killer is swallowed. There's only one of its kind. They're probably gonna push him to that, and he's gonna say that, oh, he's got a spare, and this is where we're gonna bust him. We actually confirmed that there's only one of its kind, and up until recently it was inside Damien's anus, I guess. I cut on my fierce reputation, I just know it. We need to prove that Jinxie isn't Tenmataro. But I have no idea how we're going to do that. All we have to do is prove that it was impossible for Jinxie to turn into Tenmataro. And that might be easier than you think. Really? Now's our chance. Our chance to expose the real Tenmataro for all to see. I really don't know if we have the evidence right now. I'm actually gonna have to... I really don't think that we actually have the evidence to that. I'm gonna press, of course. It's too early to say anything, but... I think more information is gonna pop up once I start pressing him, so let's start doing so. Mr. Filch, you and Mr. LaBelle mentioned something about a practice yesterday. Do you deny this so-called lesson was about you, was about what you were supposed to say in court? I would object, if I was Simon. No, you got it all wrong. Then could you tell the court exactly what sort of lesson it was? That's an easy objection. Oh, it was, what was it? Yipes! And now I remember math. You know, numbers and stuff. Math. He's completely under Blackwell's control, too. Anyway, that Tenmataro was that little maid gal, so what's the difference? I mean, what did he say here? Let's press him on this one. I take it you got a good look at how tall the Tenmataro impersonator was? You betcha. Got a habit of sizing people up. I can give you a primer on how to pull it off, all under the table, Natch. What? All under the table, Natch? What does that mean? I got a knack of figuring out where people's pockets are and how much money they have. Oh, that's definitely a talent. Okay, that was cool. But what did he say here? As has them real good before I relieve them of their valuables. Kshing! He just admitted to being a pickpocketer right in here in court. Does the witness hold that this Tenmataro entered the foyer? Darn right I do. But the little runt had a big old staff. I seen it when she came into the foyer. That's easy. Yeah, that's easy to have to contradict, because if she was if she actually went into the foyer, we would have had a picture of it in the goddamn camera. So yeah, I guess that's that. That's how we were gonna prove it. Well, you're not going to brush it all off by claiming the prep was short. But I had a raw nerve, cause you ain't that tall yourself. Oh shit. Even you! You're not tall. You're probably even shorter than goddamn Jinx herself. Look who's talking, Mr. I've got to stand on a box just to testify. I really didn't notice that. He's actually standing on a box? I didn't notice that. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. Anyway, Mr. Felch, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say the Tenmataro you saw had a staff? Cross my heart, hope to die. I know, because it went to jingle and jangle. And where do you suppose that staff came from? The staff, you say? Well, betcha she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. How did you know that the staff came from the Forbidden Chamber? I suppose you mean to say that Jinxie Tenma entered the Forbidden Chamber to get one. When was that? Well, I guess that also, we can contradict that, but we don't have a proof of that, though, right? There was only one in its kind, right? Wasn't that the decryption for the key? Mayor took from the killer and swallowed. Well, I ain't never seen a staff like that in the manor. So it had to be the Forbidden Chamber. Oh, really? The stench of labelle is thick in the stench of labelle is thick in the air today. Stench? You mean fragrance? Jinxie entered the Forbidden Chamber after the incident. After the incident. Then she took the staff and tried to cover up her actions by pretending to be Tenmataru. I guess that's what Felch is trying to say. Yeah, we know that this is not what happened. Could Jinxie have even entered the Forbidden Chamber if she wanted to? No. There is one thing I was wondering about. Why did the yokai have a staff in the first place? Well, I've got my hunches about that. She was gonna use it to wallop me on account of my fierce reputation. I just know it. Wallop you? And why would the so-called yokai want to do that? That little May gal never did like me. She always hightails when I come around, or she sticks these weird papers on my noggin. She probably thinks of him as the dreaded Tanuki monster of Kyubai Manor or something. All of that is impossible for Jinxie to turn into Tenmataru.